We are back on 2K25 for our next match and for the rest of the night. Making his way to the ring, he was part of BPW the first time, and tonight, he is still a part of it. So making his way to the ring from Moscow, Russia, he is invincible. He is dangerous. He is dedicated. He is motivated. He is the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. If y'all have been here from the start, Ilya Dragunov used to have a rivalry with John Moxley. I was thinking of whether or not to say it or not. But we used to have AEW superstars and BPW, last time. So it's okay to say his name. But yeah, he had a rivalry with John Moxley, and you see how that ended up. But now he is moving on. Because tonight, we are not in 2K23. We are not in 2K24. We are in 2K25. For 2025, the newly rebooted Bland Pro Wrestling. And the Mad Dragon looks to pick up his first win here live on Netflix. But first he has to get through somebody that used to be on SmackDown but is now drafted to Raw. So now making his way to the ring, Andrade. Right here, we are looking at a former WWE Speed Champion, a former NXT Champion, a former Intercontinental Champion, Andrade. He used to be in a U.S. title picture along with Carmelo Hayes, and like we mentioned earlier tonight in his match, the best of 6 or 7 series between the two. But now he is on Raw, and going into a match against another former NXT champion, Ilya Dragunov. So who do we have winning this match? Will it be Dragunov or will it be Andrade? We're about to find out right here, right now.
There's the battle, here we go. And the always impressive Andrade. And what a display of pure confidence he is. Andrade has such a deep arsenal at his disposal. He's able to adapt to any and every situation he faces. That's something that comes from his years of holding his ground all around the world. Yeah, Byron, that's why nearly every match he has, he steals the show. The Mad Dragon is such a physical competitor. He is so intense that he brings the fight right to you, no matter who you are. That's true, Saxon. But something else to point out, despite his moniker, Dragunov remains composed in the most high-pressure situations. Introducing a boot to the face. Just a relentless assault from Dragunov. Everything's in Dragunov's favor now. Corey, Ilya Dragunov has had his share of setbacks in WWE.
Roll up.
And he easily stops the ref's count. He's nowhere near ready to stop fighting yet. And Andrade gets that turn back on him. Snapmare takedown. Oh my God. Right into the pin. Oh, somehow. Starting to see the tolls of this match add up. Oh man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow. Dragunov not appearing so invincible.
Andrade already looking for the finish.
As brutal as ever. Andrade with the double underhook.
Come on, Eddie Orango.
That's it.
Oh!
They got all of that. Just taking flight and
Andrade's trying to steal the spotlight in this match.
and he tosses him back in now. Oh, and Dragunov is brought to a disadvantage now. And Dragunov stuck and looking for a solution.
Oh, Pele.
Kick, mesmerizing. Big overhand. Got him up. Goosey neck breaker. Oof, face stop. Goes into the corner. Heading up top. High risk.
Oh, follow it up with another one. And here's your winner, Andrade. Quick and easy work for Andrade here tonight. He put on a show. Now, I don't even know what to say following up that, because that was a great performance by Andrade here tonight against Ilya Dragunov. And yeah, I really don't know what to say to follow up that. But let's go ahead and move on to the next match. And next up is a tag team match, and it is a qualifying match for the World Tag Team Championships. Not gonna really call it a tournament because there's only 4 teams competing. The only reason we call it a tournament for the women's is because for the women's tag team championships, it can be superstars from NXT, SmackDown, and Raw. But first, making their way to the ring, accompanied by Finn Balor, Dirty Dominant Mysterio, and Liv Morgan, the team of Carlito and JD McDonough, the Judgment Day. Now, with the Judgment Day being in this qualifying match for the World Tag Team titles, this whole group has a championship record. Liv Morgan is the first ever women's crown jewel champion. She is a former multi-time women's champion. Dominik Mysterio is a former SmackDown Tag Team champion, being the first father-son team to be able to do so. A former NXT North American champion. JD McDonough, former cruiserweight champion. Carlito, I don't know what titles he's won. Finn Balor was the first ever Universal Champion, a former Undisputed and World Champion. JD McDonough is also a former World Champion, if I didn't already say that. So yeah, this team is full of championships, and tonight they look forward to seek gold yet again, advancing in this qualifying little, I don't even know what to call it, but yeah. The rest of the Judgment Day is by JD and Carlito's side, going against this team right here. Because they're making their way to the ring, representing American Made, the team of Julius and Brutus Creed, the Creed Brothers. Former NXT Tag Team Champions here, looking to win their first set of Tag Team gold here on the main roster. And I think they've even won the NXT, well, not the NXT, but the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. So these two have had good success being a tag team, as brothers, good teamwork, great athleticism, technician. But tonight, they're in the match against the Judgment Day to, in the World Tag Team title picture. Here we go. Who will win, the Judgment Day or the Creed Brothers?
We got the bell, and we got action with Julius and Brutus, the Creed brothers. Mind-blowing power, superior match, and right into the paint. He's not even close to being done yet. Oh my God! Oh, misconnection. On a leg toss. I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that. He finds a counter. Punch right in the head. Sent right into the corner. Great tag team continuity. Double team incoming. From out of the corner. Into a fireman's carry. Nicely done. The communication between these two is evident by that move. And he's up to the top turnbuckle. Using the elbow as a weapon. Well-delivered suplex. And that will begin to test McDonald's composure. That's the kind of physicality we can expect from Brutus. Watch out! Driving splash from the top. Incredible impact. He made the save just in time.
You know what he was doing right there.
He dodges out of danger. He puts him into the corner. Oh, man, right in the midsection. Teamwork making the dream work. Right here with that display. Got the tag. And just in the nick of time. Suplex. Was definitely not thinking about finesse with that one. Was only thinking about dominance. There's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon. Hoisted all the way up and driven down. Oh, and knees to the ribs. Just punishing their opponent. Non-stop. Tandem offense in effect. A good team knows how to truly work as one. Able to slip away. In the corner. Has to find a way out of there. Double shoulder tackle. It's got to be demoralizing when you're the combatant on the wrong side of the double team. Maybe you want to rework the game plan about now. Getting the fresh partner in here. And here we go. Oh, God. Boom. Blistering shoulder block. Someone get the spatula. We have a human being to scrape up. Oh, my God. What a kick. His body is showing the effects of this match. Yeah, things could turn even worse soon if there isn't a tag on the horizon. Yikes. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage. And Creed gets warded off. Counters on top of counters, and his opponents are at an impasse. He's doing it. Going to a pin. He forces a break before the count of two. He's far from finished. Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt. Wow, just cranking that head. There's the tag. Tag baby. Counter. Right when it's needed. Up they go. That'll jam your tailbone. Oh, call it a place back. Here's the cover. Could be it. Kick out there. Still in. What's he being put in? That's how you establish dominance. He's heading to the top turnbuckle. Top rope. Measure.
Oh!
Making the most of that with the pin. Two. He is still in this. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can. And into the turnbuckle he goes. Solely focused on move. Great flurry of offense from Julius. Carlito has got to get. Here is Creed taking it down in the basement.
What's the referee doing? And here are your winners, the Creed brothers. Julius and Brutus, they brought the fight to the Judgment Day, and they took them down, and they're advancing to next week to see who will face the World Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. But first, we have to wait to see who win between the Street Profits and A-Town Down Under. And that match is up next. And now making their way to the ring first, they are drafted from SmackDown to Raw. And that is the team of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, A-Town Down Under. Now I know I've been mentioning championship rings of pretty much everybody that has came out, but Austin Theory is somebody else that's a former United States champion, 2-time to be exact. The youngest Mr. Money in the Bank winner, the youngest United States champion too. He defeated John Cena at WrestleMania for defending the championship. Grayson Waller, both of these teams won the WWE Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania. But now they're on Monday Night Raw, looking to win the World Tag Team Championships. But first, they had to get through the Profits. Because they were on SmackDown, but they're back on Raw. They've been on Raw before, and they're back here again. So now making their way to the ring, the team of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits. And Street Profits, they are Triple Crown Tag Team Champions. They have won the Raw, NXT, and SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And tonight, they look forward to get to that point to face the Creed brothers next week for the World, to see who will face the World Tag Team Championships the next week after that, against the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. I kind of missed up my words a little bit, but y'all understand what I'm saying. And lately, the Profits, all they've been doing is seeking tag team gold. And tonight, they had the chance to get to that point to gain tag team gold around their waist. Because the Street Profits are up and they want the smoke. Not only do they want the smoke, they look forward to bring the smoke to A-Town Down Under. And let's go ahead and get this match underway. Who do you guys think will win against the Creed brothers? Going to face the Creed brothers. I mean, will it be A-Town Down Under or will it be the Street Profits? Let's find out.
We got the bell and it's go time for A-Town.
Theory and Ford starting off the match.
Team that loves admiring their own handiwork. It's them. Theory and Waller are incredible athletes who do not need to taunt the WWE universe and berate opponents, but their devious minds act as one. Waller and Theory put every team in WWE on notice. Well, they better be ready for this matchup tonight. And I hope they brought their red cups because the Street Profits are bringing the party.
Well, then taking the process, the Dawkins and Craig make sure their flash doesn't outshine their abilities. For every ounce of swagger they have twice the talent.
Goodness gracious. You want to control the tempo, you want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Oh, not there with the blue thunder bomb.
Gotta be it. Now that's what you call impact. Oh, that hurt right in the kidney. Golly. Waller wasting no motion in the counter. Got a side headlock applied. Oh, boy, right hand for good measure.
He looks defenseless as he struggles to get his bearings.
Take off. And it's handled from the middle rope. And he got to his partner.
Ooh, clothesline delivered. Seated on their opponent, trapping their arms to the back of the neck. Practically never-ending blows coming at full force here.
Oh, and he manages to reverse. Both sides have an answer to every piece of offense.
Going back, body drop.
Oh, what an elbow. Just look at Grayson gain the momentum in this one. Waller is determined right now.
Oh, DDT, that was a good one too. From forward.
And he directed into the corner. One counter met by another.
You got a tag.
This could be it. Rhea kicks out. Not getting a 2 count at this point has to be frustrating.
Oh man, he's got him in the crosshairs. There's a slingshot and a drop kick.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick vision that time. Drop kick. It's the mark.
No, we showing off on him now. Oh.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. They finish each other's sentences. They finish each other's moves. That's tag team excellence right there, gentlemen.
Oh, big hit from there.
Leading on the turnbuckle here. This tag team is just tremendous working together. Double teams.
And it's about to get worse. Oh, draping double axe handle.
For the record, Saxton, you and I would never have that kind of chemistry.
Hey, I'd be a great teammate.
I've seen you trip over your own shoulder down.
Can he recover?
Stops the run count before 2.
He's going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to.
Axe handle from the middle rope. Grayson Waller walking the ropes.
Takes a little trip to the skies and takes it once again.
Jessica Carter over here just slapping Montez, not Montez, Angela Dawkins in the face.
And he's tagging his partner in.
Then he hit him in the face. That was Grayson that time though.
He's able to dodge out of the way.
Oh, and he lays him out.
Way up there. Partner gets tagged in.
Probably said playtime was over. It's time to end this fight. Match, whatever you want to call it.
Something bad is coming his way, and he has no clue. on the ropes. Oh, my God. Wow. Now into the cover.
The fate of the match is at stake.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. This tag team is just tremendous, working together, double teams.
And it's about to get worse. Oh, draping double axe handle.
Tag made, here comes the double team.
Here we go for the tag team finisher.
Down in a deep. This has to be it.
And only gets a
Only a 1 count?
Got more left in the tank.
After the tag team finisher, a 1 count? Wow.
They're going to be close to running on empty by now.
I feel like Grayson Waller trying to build some momentum into this match.
Return fire from Wallace. His body has to be racked with pain.
At this point in the match, I say make the tag and recover as much as you can.
Tag. Oh, baby, look out. Being set up in the corner for something. Here, Stanley in the cover. Saving his team from defeat. Theory's got a plan to end this. Into the Cowboys. For the second round, driving down.
He's just measuring him now.
Oh,
Result in the rope.
got him across the body.
The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable.
Roll up.
Holding it down, this could be it. Halfway position. And he kicks out of the pin. One.
Thought he had it. You gotta be kidding me.
Counter. Saw it coming. Oh, nice. Grayson Waller walking the ropes.
How'd he still hit that?
Kick out. Getting that shoulder up now is huge. Lands the elbow. Oh my goodness, is this even legal?
I don't think so.
My God, enough.
Dropping the elbow.
You can see from the blood that
Busted Montez up right there.
has been done.
Nose to this leg.
Badly by that blow.
So much torque on the knee and ankle.
And for its result might be wavering here. Somehow Montez has to turn the tide. That's that self-entitled confidence from Dude.
Body slam. Austin's being covered. This could be it. He kicks out at two. You got a question. How much is it worth? How much is it worth to continue through the agony?
It's obviously worth everything. Obviously worth every drop of sweat on the ground.
Spine buster.
99. He taps out.
Roll up.
Kicks out before the 2 count.
I am sure to get the shoulder up. Nice escape.
Immediately gets broken up by Grayson though.
Angelo toying with his opponent a little bit.
Oh, man! Intercepted the attack with a kick to the... Could that be enough?
And here are your winners, the Street Profits. And now they will go on to face the Creed Brothers next week to see who will face the War Raiders for the World Tag Team Championships in 2 weeks. Don't know the location for that yet, but the Street Profits picked up a huge win here tonight. And I want to announce one thing. Not only is that match made official, the Creed Brothers and the Profits, another match that is made official for Braun Breaker's attack on AJ Styles earlier tonight. Next week, Adam Pearson made official. It will be the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker versus AJ Styles. We are narrowing down to our main event tonight, and that is Rhea Ripley defending her Women's World Championship against Io Sky. But before then, we have the appearance of the man. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man, Becky Lynch. Liv Morgan, Night of Champions. No. King and Queen of the Ring, I think it was. Beat Becky Lynch for the Women's World Championship and put her in. No, and after that they had a steel cage match in a rematch, and then Becky came to early retirement as we thought, but the man is back here on Monday Night Raw because the man has come around to where we at? My bad, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on after Becky does her segment. The man has come back to Monday Night Raw. And this time, the man has come around to Netflix worldwide. Liv Morgan, that is the last time y'all saw me in this ring. Is when I went one-on-one with Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. After that Dirty Dominic helped her win the championship at Queen and King of the Ring. And then that Monday following up that night, we had a rematch in a steel cage match. And I have not been here since then. But like I said, the man has come back around, and I am here for redemption. I'm here to get back on top. Because I feel like some of y'all have forgotten me. I feel like some of y'all have forgotten who was the face of the women's division. I think some of y'all have forgotten who main evented the first women's main event in WrestleMania history. And she's standing in this very ring. She walked out of WrestleMania and she came back on Raw after Mania as Becky 2 Belts. But that was for a world championship. Because I'm past Liv Morgan. I'm past Rhea Ripley. Now is the time to let the other women shine. Because now that I am back here on Raw, there's a new championship to this roster. And that is for the women's division to show what they are made of. and that is the younger generation. That is the younger talent. And somebody that I've had a rivalry with when I had a rerun back in NXT. And she's your current and first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. Lyra and I, we had a rivalry in NXT for the NXT Women's Championship, and Lyra got the upper hand and she won victorious. Then she got called up to the main roster. And Lyra is now the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, making history. But I'm the man, and I made history first. Now I want to make history yet again, and I want to become the second ever Women's Intercontinental Champion and make history yet again, just like I've been doing ever since I came to the WWE. So, Lyra Valkyria, can you please come down to the ring so I can celebrate you and have a talk about that title that you wear around your waist? Becky, she is back and she is ready to come back and already win the championship again, making history. And she has called out the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria, the woman who beat Becky for the NXT Women's Championship back in NXT a couple of years ago. Lyra Valkyria, she made history that night. And she made history again on the main roster, winning her second singles title in the WWE. And Lyra, she has been a workhorse champion ever since winning the championship. And the Intercontinental Championship is a very important championship in this company, in the WWE. But let's see what Lyra has to say to the returning Becky Lynch. Becky, welcome back. We've missed you here on Monday Night Raw. Now, some of the women backstage, they might not have missed you, such as Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. But see, since you've been gone, a lot of things have changed. Liv Morgan is no longer the women's champion. She is now a women's tag team champion with Raquel Rodriguez in a Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley is back on top. Mommy is back on top as the women's world champion of the women's division. Rhea Ripley may be in first place, but Becky, I am in second. Because Lyra Valkyria is on top as the women's Intercontinental Champion. And ever since I came to Raw, I have been flying and I have been soaring above every woman that has been put in front of me, and I have knocked them down. And again, like you've been saying, like everybody has been saying since it happened, making history of becoming the first ever women's Intercontinental Champion. You're right. You're absolutely right, Lyra. But like I said, ever since I've came to WWE, I have been making history. I competed in the first ever women's main event at WrestleMania. And realized that the man has come back before WrestleMania season has come. But I don't want to do what Charlotte Flair does, which is every time she comes back, she gets a championship shot, and all of a sudden she wins the championship. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm better than Charlotte Flair. She's one of the women that I beat that night at WrestleMania when I became Becky 2 belts. But see, Charlotte's over on SmackDown, and I'm over here on Raw. Rhea Ripley may be on top. She may be the Women's World Champion. But see, she's number one in the main competition. Lyra, you are number one of the mid-card competition. You may not always get the main events, you may not always get the opening matches, but you do get the best match of the middle of the show. That may not seem huge, but it is. Because Lyra, I'm gonna be honest with you, in NXT, you probably never would have been in the main event if it wasn't for me being NXT Women's Champion. And it might not be next week, it might not be a few weeks, it might not be a WrestleMania. But whenever it is, just know I will become the Women's Intercontinental Champion. And I will make history yet again. Oh, and Lyra, just remember you're still the ultimate underdog. Just because you're the first ever champion doesn't mean anything. Because you can win your first singles title on the main roster, but if you want to be the best of the best, you have to compete with the best of the best. Now, you may have beat me one time, but I bet you, I guarantee you, the next time we face off, I will win, because I am the man and I am on top of the women's division. Rhea Ripley, again, she may be world champion, but she's never been in the main event of WrestleMania. She may have competed at WrestleMania every time she's got an opportunity, every time she's been on the main roster. You get what I'm trying to say. But she's never been in the main event. And neither will you. I see when I take that title from around your waist. Braun Breaker, you attacked me after my match with Carmelo Hayes. Yes, I unfortunately lost. And Braun Breaker, and this goes to anybody out there in the locker room. If I lose, just know I get back up. I don't whine and cry about it and try to get my way. Y'all gotta remember who I am. I am the phenomenal AJ Styles. A former United States champion, former tag team champion, a former world champion. Carmelo Hayes may have beaten me, but see, that's alright. The kid just got called up. He got the upper hand, and I respect that. I respect Carmelo Hayes. I don't have a problem with him. But Braun Breaker, you on the other side, we have a problem because you attacked me for what reason? You're the champion. You attack a challenger. See, I see what it is. You call yourself the unpredictable. Not gonna say that word. Well, you're messing with the phenomenal one. I've been in this game longer than you. And I talked to Adam Pearce. So next week, you wanna fight me? Let's fight. And the thing about this is, Pearce said if I beat you next week, then you will have to put your Intercontinental title on the line against me the next week after. Sir Breaker, you better count your days. You better watch out. Because even though you're a two-time champion, your second title reign is about to be shorter than your first. Be prepared. Now this is our very last match right before our main event. And this is our second Women's Tag Team Championship qualifier match in the tournament. And first, making their way to the ring, the team of Kairi Sane and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors. The Kabuki Warriors, they are former tag team champions themselves, whether that is with another partner or together. And tonight, they look to advance in this tournament and defeat the Judgment Day's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Now, what I was saying about, I'm going to say it after Becky Lynch's segment. This video was supposed to be out 2 months ago, but then I kind of just didn't get to filming the rest of it. So this whole video has been filmed in 2 different months, and we're just now finishing it up today. But that's okay because we're getting it finished up, and I'm now on summer break from school. So if you see more videos from me or my brother Chase, stay tuned and get ready for what we hope to be a lot of videos this summer. But now back to the action. The first Monday Night Raw, the newly rebooted, new and improved Monday Night Raw live on Netflix here on Bland Pro Wrestling. You may have seen them on NXT, well, not anymore, because tonight, making their Monday Night Raw main roster debut, the team of Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson, they're not Metaphor because they're not with the other two, but the Meta Girls. But we're just gonna call them by their name. We're not gonna call them Metaphor or the Meta Girls. We're just gonna say Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. They are here on the main roster and they're already looking to make history, becoming the Women's Tag Team Champions. But first, they have to get through the Kabuki Warriors. Will they succeed in their Monday Night Raw debut, or will the Kabuki Warriors make their way to becoming Tag Team Champions once again? Kairi Sane starting it off with Jakara Jackson.
Back to the bell, and this match is officially underway. Metaphor looking to get the W here in this one.
A collection of out-of-this-world talents. That is Metaphor. They clearly have all the personality and all the swagger, but don't forget that Metaphor can get it done in the ring.
Yeah, Corey, you never want to bet against the Metaphor crew. They have a habit of surprising everyone.
This could be a night of tag team action at its finest.
Now, you can't ask for a much better matchup than the one in front of us, gentlemen.
Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
Oh, it is aggression, just pure brutality.
Oh, easy.
But it's that suplex. Asuka gets tagged in. Oh, drop kick. Oh, step up Enziguri.
Tag.
Caught, taking it down.
Look at this.
Uh-oh. She managed to avoid that offense.
A clinical counter being put on by these competitors.
Triangle armbar applied by angle attack. In the triangle. Oh my goodness, look at this power. Asuka turns it around. Last time he was actually caught in the corner. Has to find a way out of it. She decides to tag out.
10. Inside ring apply, shoulders down. She breaks the count quick.
There's one count getting harder and harder to kick out of.
Putting the boots to the body will take the fight out of them in a hurry. From the top, crashing to the floor.
Went for a high risk towards the outside, but it ended up being a bait.
These two work so well together. Big hip toss. Kicks.
Adding insult to injury.
It's got to be demoralizing when you're the combatant on the wrong side of the double. Here's the pin. Strong kick out there. Impressive to not even allow a 2 count at this juncture. From alarm lock. Wow. She's got thrown around like a sack of, do you know what? What a double axe handle. What a hit from Oscar. Look at this. Oh, right on the arm. She manages to reverse it. She gets Carson in the corner.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
And low kick. Fantastic teamwork.
When you see a group as alive as they are, it's really incredible.
Tag. Chikara's got a hold of her. Face for that. That might slow down Shane for a moment.
Chikara not backing down at all.
Knee smashes right to the spine.
And the reverse DDT.
Going back into the ring from the floor now. Boom, right across the small of the back.
You got a tag.
There's Kyrie turning the table. And here's Asuka. Get off the tag. Turning the tables. This can't go well.
Big power bomb.
Is that going to decide for the match?
One is crazy.
Few superstars possess the fortitude to do what we just witnessed. Very few. How about others? No. This match just went to the next level. The heaviest artillery has been used, but it's not enough for those three.
Alright, there we go with the tag team action. Big elbow drop. Oh, Oscar is right back up after that though. Oh, going for a big slap. But they didn't get it. Oscar did as well. And here we go with a snap suplex. Now both want to get the tag.
Inverted face lock. And the elbow drop.
Is it enough? Is this the end?
That was almost it right there.
He just won't stay down.
Sent right into the corner. Tag.
Going for tag team action
These two work
from the
so well
Kabuki
together.
Warriors this time. Yet again to legend.
And a kick to go. Insult to injury.
Goodness gracious. Oh, man.
Taking even more damage. She can't be thinking clearly right now. I know she's tough, but even this is almost too much. Kyrie gets one leg. scoops up their opponent. Really a massive backbreaker. That suplex. She taps her partner in. And he baits the attack. Big throw. Set hard into the corner. Knife-edge chop. Kyrie Sane walking the flank across the ring, setting up a downed opponent. Opposite side.
Oh, that hurt. But now here we go. Kyrie Sane going for that. And wait, is she going for it? No, because Jakara got up. Dang. Pretty sure she was going for the insane elbow though. What was she going for there? Big chop, big kick again. Cutter.
We expected a fine match, but these ladies are truly defiant, even in the greatest of expectations. In the corner now.
Let me get out of one lot. I feel like this is a tag team finisher right here. Oh! Alright then. Oh, I thought that was it.
Getting her set up for something in the corner.
What?
Straight forward. What a punch. Oh, impact to the stomach. Stopped in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
I think this is their tag team finisher. Big elbow drop.
The WWE Universe can't believe what these warriors are doing to one another. Everyone's firing up blood and battle. He countered out into a bullfire, and that was an efficient form of offense with that move. On the top rope now. A cross that rip applied. Teaching us to say, buy your team some time. Showing the effects of this match on her face. Make the tag. Nasty kick. This lands. Looking soft just out of catches her by surprise. This is truly awesome. Thanks to a double blow forward. Listen to the impact. Drop kick on the mark. Stops the legs. That's right, the activist swept.
She got out quick.
Jackson got
Howard saying you weak.
Lucky for her, I was proven wrong. And you see a perplex look now for how such impactful offense couldn't gain a pinfall.
Now both women whipped out. And I'll also get back up. Both of them back up. Oh, hold on. Boom!
getting out of harm's way.
Oh man, I think that just busted her open.
Tags in their partners, holding the opponent, ascending to the top rope. Ready for takeoff.
Jackson is completely out of it. Shoulders down. Joey, the impact.
No, and they not the referee too. Man.
I can see up to the rafters and there's not a single person sitting down. What an environment this is. All eyes are glued on this battle. Trying to chop her down with a low kick.
She gonna get counted out. Oh, big DDT.
Jackson gets countered. Flying forward smash. And she slides her back to the mat. Ooh, what a forward club. She's taken into the corner. Needs to get out. And a big chop. They can go to high risk here. And there's the tag. It's about right. Hoisted up high in the air. Slowing down.
Look to the partner and tags out.
Some agility gets her out of dodge. A great stalemate of relations here. Neither one getting an inch. What are we going to see here?
I forgot what her finisher is called. But that was it right there.
Tag is made. Tandem offense on its way. From the very top rope. No, even higher. From their partner's shoulders.
Up to the center.
Oh,
Sliced bread.
On the save. That might have been it. Out of the turnbuckle. German suplex. Boom. That puts her on the offensive. Uh-oh. Asuka retaliates. Asuka set it up. Now Asuka looking to end it here.
And here are your winners, Kairi Sane and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors. What a match that was between those two teams. And now next week, the Kabuki Warriors will go to tag team action yet again with Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. And whoever wins that, well, I'll get to that at the end of the video after our main event and after we have our advertisement of matches that will happen next week live on Raw. But before all of that, let's go on to our main event. Now, finally, after mentioning it multiple times throughout the night, it is time for our main event, and like our ring announcer Mike Rome just said, it is for the Women's World Championship. Now, as y'all know, when it comes to championship matches, I announce the people first, and then whoever is in the ring does it themselves as well. So now, making her way to the ring first from, I want to say Tokyo, Japan. So I'm going to say that. From Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky, a former women's tag team champion, former NXT champion, former WWE women's champion, and tonight she was to become women's world champion. But first, she has to get through the Eradicator. Speaking of the Eradicator, let's go ahead and bring her on out. And now making her way to the ring from South Adelaide, Australia, she is the Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. Her first title defense here in Bland Pro Wrestling, and the first title defense that we're having on the newly improved, newly rebooted Bland Pro Wrestling BPW. And of course, you know, after tonight's, we will have our first ever BPW NXT show, and then we'll return to SmackDown, and then we'll go on from there. And an update that I want to go ahead and say now, and that I will update y'all about again after this match, is that WCW Nitro that we were planning to have on Wednesdays, we are canceling that because I feel like 4 shows is just a little too much, and 3 is just enough. Especially that, you know, this video is being posted in 2 separate months. I mean, filmed in 2 separate months and just now getting uploaded this month. Yeah. So just a little bit changed, and that's alright, because I mean, I have been on and off on this channel ever since I had it, but now again, let's get back to commentary and let's get back to finishing this show here in these Women's World Championship match live on Monday Night Raw, being shown worldwide live on Netflix. Yeah, I said it right, Tokyo, Japan.
We see it there, the Women's World Championship. The reward
And that's what this match is all about. The Women's World title. Rhea Ripley is a 2-time Women's Champion. And Nia Scott looks to make history tonight, making it 2-time for herself, winning both of the new women's championships that they made. The one that they had over on SmackDown, and now she's on Raw, competing for this one. Who will win this match? I know I'm saying this a little late. Will it be the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, or will it be the Genius of the Sky, Io Sky?
And a series of vicious stomps. Foot was in overdrive there, and the challenger is rocked. She reverses and creates an opportunity. Anytime Rhea Ripley enters the ring, she somehow eliminates herself, more powerful, more hinged, more reckless, more emotional. Rhea Ripley's not invincible, Cole. That's something any savvy competitor can use to their advantage. A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers. Power into the scoop slam. Now trampling the opposition. She's going to end her right now. Oh my, what elevation! Gonna wear down their opponent. Oh, with that heel hook stretch. Oh! Right into a counter. Big clothesline. Yes, Sky losing some focus on the task at hand. Yeah, she's still left in the tank. Both arms captured, and vitriolic stomps. Stop it away. I haven't seen stars, and repeated impacts like that will weaken you mentally as much as it does physically. Up and around, and took the world slam. Ripley is headed up top. He's getting back off, but she's super out of it. Blast off! Rhea was just a step behind there. Sent out of the ring the hard way.
Went nowhere.
Went for it at the wrong moment and paid a terrible price with that impact. Opponent on face first and now running upon her opponent's fingers. Needs to find a way out of this hole. And she does. Oh God, drilled right into the post. Bringing this back into the ring. Look at this. That right there is a patented crash and burn. The decision to go high risk produced no reward. She wants to seize the moment now, waiting on her opponent. Drop kick. For the championship. She likely knew that wasn't enough. One of the rounds of stops.
Okay.
Raining down to the challenger here. To the cover. But is it enough? She just will not go away. Brutality on the mind of Ripley. Getting away. Catches her.
It could have been the Eradicator right there. I mean, not the Eradicator, the Riptide.
Continuing to attack the neck. Draped over the top rope. She is trying to break out of this. Ooh, elbow towards the drops. Her legs are wobbling, but that's the least of her problems. And the glory
And here is your winner, and still the Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. Rhea made quick and easy work with Io Sky. And Mommy is still on top of the women's division. Wait, why is Rhea still... Oh. We seen her earlier tonight ringside with the Judgment Day, even though they lost earlier tonight. But now, here's one half of the women's tag team champions. The winner of the 2025 Women's Elimination Chamber, Liv Morgan. And Rhea is the champion. Rhea has retained. So that means we will get Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. But by that time, will Liv Morgan become a double champion? Or will she become, once again, top of the women's division? So a lot going on here tonight. But this is a way to close out the show.
For all the hard work.
And that is the end of Monday Night Raw BPW 2025 return. I know I kind of ended it weird. I just tried to do my face-to-faces and they don't really go as planned, but they still, try to add hype to the matches. Now these are the matches that are now made official for WrestleMania 41. We got main event Jey Uso going one-on-one with the Ring General Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got Seth freaking Rollins going up against Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. We will see them go face-to-face on SmackDown. And now we got Liv Morgan facing Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Now those are the matches for WrestleMania 41. Now we're talking about the matches that are advertised for next week's Monday Night Raw. And those matches is the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker going one-on-one with AJ Styles after they attacked earlier tonight. After Carmelo beat AJ, Braun Breaker came out and attacked Styles, so now they would go one-on-one next week. Another match is John Cena versus Logan Paul. John Cena's second match on his retirement tour will be against Logan Paul, who somehow pulled off a big win tonight, defeating the almighty Bobby Lashley. And then we have Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk in a steel cage match. That will be in our main event next week here live on Raw. Then we have Pete Dunne on against one of our newest members of the Raw roster, and that is Jay Bland, who unfortunately lost against Sami Zayn, but he is the one who called it out and wanted to have a match with Pete Dunne. So let's see if he picks up his win next week or his losing streak begins, I guess. And we have the Creed Brothers versus the Street Profits. And whoever wins that match will go into a World Tag Team Championship match against the War Raiders of Eric and Ivar. And we have the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, going against Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. And the reason why I said we don't know who they will face against to earn that Women's Tag Team Championship with Raquel and Liv is because qualifying matches for the Women's Tag Team Championships will also happen on NXT and SmackDown, since those championships are defended on all three brands. So we're giving NXT and SmackDown superstars a chance to earn the titles as well. And like I said, I filmed this video in 2 separate months. So the thing with Roxanne Perez and Bailey, I'm glad to figure that out because at first Stephanie Perkere was not on the game, but now she is, and Roxanne drops the title and gives it to Stephanie Perkere, and you'll see her on NXT. When we get there, and that's pretty much it for the updates and for the advertised matches for WrestleMania and for Raw next week, whenever it'll be. And I hope you guys enjoy this Monday Night Raw, and no, it will not be as many matches as you can tell on next Raw. But again, I hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you guys when we go to NXT.